I want to quit so bad right now.
If I know Brady, he will crawl to the finish line like nothing's gonna stop him.
This is where most people quit. This is where most people give up.
Brady has always had crazy ideas like this. I think the better question is, what can't he do?
That vest is beating his body up.
This is exactly what I'm here for. These are the miles I'm here for. I wanted to do an event that involved both strength and endurance. It's one thing to lift heavy or run 100 miles, but few dare to do both. I wouldn't call myself a runner, and several months ago, I wouldn't even call myself an athlete.
I hope that he feels accomplished, and I hope that he feels success after this. I mean, this is probably one of the hardest things he's ever going to do in his entire life.
I've always had the drive to accomplish more, but have failed to commit to the narrative of being an athlete because I thought that chapter closed a long time ago. For the next 14 days, I will be running 451 miles border to border across the entire state of New Mexico with a 50-pound vest on.
There's no option to not finish this. There's no option to not do this. He is the type of person that once he, has an idea, he runs with it and doesn't look back. All right. Love you. You're welcome.
It's really going to be a battle of muscle endurance and durability, but I've trained for this. I've been training 6 to 8 hours a day. I'm fully confident that I have the strength in my lower body, and absolutely confident in my endurance. It was hot. It was dry, but nothing I wasn't used to. This event that I had been dreaming about for over a year had now become a reality, and I didn't know how to feel. It gave me a taste of what's ahead, which I knew would be difficult beyond my comprehension. Day 2 is when the gravity of this event really hit me. Waking up in a van, cold, on the side of the road in the middle of a desert is when it really sank in. The moment I took my first step in the morning, I realized something wasn't right. On top of the dryness, I had a debilitating amount of knee pain. New Mexico is scared of me, plain and simple. They're trying to pull cheap shots. I got a bloody nose. My knee hurts, can barely run or walk, but I just won't stop. Scared me. Despite the constant battle against the hills, the excruciating knee pain, and the desert sun, my support system is what kept me motivated. I can't really put into words how much Adriana's helped, and I can honestly say I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't have made it this far, nor would I even set the goal if I didn't have her in my life. It's just, an endless amount of support that she's given me, and I don't know a single person that would, spend that much time and dedication to help someone else. So today, when I started running, 5:30 is when we started. My leg in the back of my knee, so a tendon that runs up the back of my knee, was just super weak, super strained, and I couldn't put any weight on it while running. Anything that was like super hard to the pavement wasn't working. I had to start walking, and at first I was doing like 22 minute miles while walking. Super discouraged because of that, obviously. All these negative thoughts started creeping in, and eventually as the day went on, I just kept going. I just kept walking more and more and more, and now it feels great compared to what it did in the start of the day. I mean, there's always going to be times in which your thoughts are going to creep in and you're going to start thinking about quitting and just giving up, but it could change all in an instant, and your mood changes in waves when it comes to a run this long. We're out here in Crown Point, New Mexico, day 3, and we got a little snowfall. After 2 days of traveling through a completely barren wasteland, I was finally approaching the first big checkpoint on my route, Crown Point. Headed into Crown Point, New Mexico, the only big town really within the first 100 miles or so. Got a big push here, elevation-wise, but happy to be here. Although Crown Point was considered a big town relative to the route we were traveling, it was still extremely small and similar to what we've been traveling through, a dry desert. A lot of steep hills around here, steeper than expected, but despite that, you know, after every single uphill battle, I feel amazing. I feel like I just accomplished, you know, something great, so it's good mentally. Little did I know the mental battles and steep inclines I would experience had just begun. As the weather got hotter and the pain in my legs grew, the thought of the daunting 350 miles I had yet to conquer was hard to digest. Legs are pretty dead, to be honest. Just trying to massage gun them, roll them out as much as possible. All the mileage is definitely piling up as well as the inclines, but right now we have a long stretch that's no incline, pretty flat. Yeah, we should still be able to crush these miles at normal pace. But the flat stretch didn't last. It was only a couple miles before the steep inclines would start again, contributing to one of the most exhausting and physically demanding days of the journey. Just keep getting pounded by these hills. Looks like we just had our biggest push, and now we got one small one. 8 more miles left for the night. Hopefully get done within the next few hours, couple hours. 10:30, 11 is the goal. When the sun went down and the elevation continued to increase, my thoughts became very dark. I want everyone to know, I want to quit so bad right now. I'm in a lot of pain right now. This is where most people quit. This is where most people give up. I have 6 miles left. I'm in so much pain. It's late. I'm gonna go till 11 p.m. probably, and I'm gonna get it done. Why? Because my why is so much bigger, and there's hundreds of people that if I quit right now, I let down. You're not gonna remember any of the pain. Pain goes away very quickly. You will remember losing, and everybody else will too. After coming a couple miles short of my goal for day 3, I knew I would have to work hard to make up the distance the next day. Just a little sore. Legs were dead last night. Was scaling back my mile time a lot. Feel way better now, got a great night's sleep. Feel way more fresh, so I'm ready to crush the miles today and make up for yesterday. Hill after hill. That's the trend for today, but still feeling good. 8 miles in. I think this is around what I was at like my second day, my best day. So just gotta stay consistent, shorten the break times, and I'll get the miles in no time. Just had a big uphill push, about 11.5 miles in. Sun is hot today, beating down. We still got a nice breeze though, and I'm feeling strong. I own this road, baby! Woo! Beautiful. What a blessing to be able to suffer in a place like this. Sun is killing me. Tired. Sun is just beating down. It's only mid-70s, but man, the sun is just so prominent out here. Shoulders are really sore, even to the touch. That little bitch sun is going down, bro. I own that shit. I own it. I'm working while it's sleeping, and I'm working before it wakes up every fucking day. It's a coward. And it cheap shots me and fucking burns my back because it knows I can't fucking do anything. Couple miles in, weather's looking nice. It looks like it's going to be hot today. It was freezing this morning, like 28 degrees, so we'll see. The sun is just insane here. We're on our way to Cuba, biggest town so far on the trip, so looking forward to that huge milestone. Let's go, baby. The night prior, I was lucky to be joined by my mom and stepdad. They flew in from Illinois to support me on many of my miles.
So we flew in from Chicago and we flew to Albuquerque and then just kind of waited to see Brady coming over that hill. Limping a little bit, unfortunately, but not giving up. He's always been super motivated, super competitive, and I feel like, you know, he wants to prove to his followers that when he commits, he finishes. Because I think that's a big part of what he's doing with Conquer Club is getting people to commit and complete the process, you know, and stick with it and not make excuses. I mean, I know he's already had some bumps along the way with his knee, and you know that vest is, you know, beating his body up, but he's motivated. He's going to finish, no doubt. Couldn't have picked a better place to run, Brady. This is just good for the soul.
I know.
It really is. It's
good for the soul, but part of the legs. I underestimated how much better it was to walk with someone alongside me. It made the pain and suffering much more bearable. The day just flew by. Puebla Pintada had the most beautiful views I'd seen yet. It was a relief to finally get out of the flat desert plains. We're at mile 22. We got about 8 miles left. And honestly, it's been a beautiful day, beautiful weather. We got the sun out, but it's got a nice breeze. We just went through a valley, beautiful scenery, vastness with the most beautiful mountains I've ever seen. So I'm happy to be here. Ready to crush the rest of these 8 miles. After my day was finished, I was able to stay in an Airbnb and enjoy my first home-cooked meal with my family.
Move around a little bit. And here, we'll go something different tonight. Then we'll get the ribeyes in now. Dinner will be ready in literally 12 minutes.
All right. When I came in here yesterday, I was in bad shape. Like,
I know, you were like an old man.
So dead. My legs, I couldn't. They're stoned. They're stoned yesterday.
Yeah, you're. I think
that's how I feel most nights.
The heat yesterday too.
Yeah,
Today was so much cooler.
You beat me up. Yeah.
Yeah, Adriana was like, I didn't like the way he was limping in that video when you got there. You know, she was really worried.
When I got here?
Like, well, we took a video last night when we were playing that song, and she said he looked like he was limping, and she was worried. You know.
That's how I am most nights.
During the day, you can actually see it, and you're like, oh, it's an incline.
Right.
But at night, it's like,
Yeah.
there's nothing to judge.
Right. Totally.
I think half of it is the anticipation of like, oh no.
Yeah,
So if you don't mentally have to prepare for it, you don't. You're like,
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
just walking, you know, on a flat road or whatever, you know. Yeah, that's half the battle, I think. Totally.
Yeah. My mom and Brian spent their last morning walking with me to get me through the first 15 miles of the day.
Baby, this is so sad. I love you too. Oh my God. Stay positive. You got this. You're a third. You're over a third.
You got this, dude.
Over a third.
You're good.
I love you.
We're midway through the day 6. My mom and stepdad just went back home, and they were here for a couple days. And I couldn't express how much they supported and have helped me, crush these past couple days. It just means so much to me, and my mom especially being, one of the main reasons I'm out here.
I was diagnosed in 2019 with a condition called Moya Moya disease. It was terrifying. He's always been really interested in the brain too because of all his concussions. So he's trying to be really healthy, eat good, stay fit, and stay on top of all the latest research. And I think that's kind of a really important thing and why he picked the American Brain Foundation, because of all the different research they do for the brain. Hopefully we'll be able to talk to other people and tell them what they could do to get better, and keep moving forward, never give up.
It was tough walking alone for the first time in a couple days, but my friend Nolan would be arriving that night, so I wouldn't have to endure it by myself for much longer. For the last 15 miles of the day, I had a constant uphill push. So today we were in the desert most of the day. We're in the mountains now, and the elevation keeps getting higher. It feels like I can actually breathe with all the trees and the oxygen. I only had a couple miles of darkness before my buddy Nolan showed up.
How you doing, huh?
I got your ass, bro. I'll do my hardest.
Good, baby. Dude, you tracked that? Oh my
Just
God.
now after like 20 miles.
Holy fuck.
That was tough. But we're still fucking killing time. We got 5 miles left.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dude, I hope he comes up to just pump me up, because he's
I
fucking.
know.
But it's. Yeah,
Dude, I wanted to catch sunlight, so we didn't have a light on,
Dude, honestly, the dark is better.
But dude, way to get your shit.
Having Nolan there was a huge pick-me-up. He helped keep my mind off the intimidating miles ahead. Nolan wasn't the only one to join me on my trek the next morning. At mile 3, we gained a new member of our crew.
That's a new friend. What do we name him?
Roman?
Roman. This is Roman. And he's a good boy, aren't you? He was hurting us.
The views out here are the most beautiful we've seen so far. Mountains are unbelievable. You can tell the altitude change for sure. Air's a little thinner, but despite that, we're having a great time.
We got 3 dogs. We got 1 dog, little dog, real dog.
Regrettably, Roman's owners came to pick him up in the afternoon, concluding our journey together and preventing him from making history as the first dog to walk across New Mexico.
Here we are, baby.
The views were incredible, which made the continuous elevation change more bearable. I have SOS right now.
You have an SOS?
Yeah, nothing.
That's not helpful.
What do you have?
I've got a dead phone. I'm charging it.
Why?
Yeah, so we made it. We got a van, a man, and a dream.
You ever hear that company?
No.
2 gentlemen in a van.
And if you look closely, you can see that what we're saying is motivational because of the way that it is. And that's the way you just know it. Let me hear you say, oh yeah.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
They're calling to the moon, the sun. They're saying, rise, give us the light.
Day 8, baby, let's go.
Come on.
Persistent.
Yeah. Brady has always had crazy ideas like this. Since I've known him, he's always been the most go hard, go getter that I've ever met. He's so dedicated, purpose driven. I've never met another person like him. He finds inspiration in other people, sees what other people can do, and he realizes there's nothing that can stop him from doing it too. It's really inspirational to myself. He doesn't stop, he keeps going. He sees a dream, chases it. He's passionate about it, he loves it. I think the better question is what can't he do? It's not what's next, because he's gonna find something even more challenging than this, and just keep pushing forward. See, here's the deal. We're out here. Where? Couldn't pinpoint it. In somewhere in New Mexico. I mean, look at this.
On day 8, I hit the 225-mile mark, which meant I was halfway through this event.
This man's 225 miles in. That's halfway. He's an animal.
Halfway, baby. Work to be done.
Yes, sir.
But halfway, let's go! As we gained more elevation and got deeper into the mountains, the nights became freezing cold.
Sun went down. She gave up. Brady doesn't. That car's giving up, it's going home. Brady doesn't. It's a new day. Now, here's one thing I want you to know and think of. What's out there? You're gonna find out. Motivation.
It's around 29 degrees. Getting cold the past few days. Way better than the heat. Let's go.
Boss? Some busy streets, narrow kind of off skirts, a couple dips into the grass, let cars pass. Man, this one semi kind of came past us. And do the gust of wind on the bridge, so we are hit with this gust of wind that kind of knocked us back. We were on a bridge, just started shaking. I didn't know if it was my knees giving out or the bridge, but we had to get off that boy.
Yeah, it's absolutely freezing this morning. Of course, it makes me question myself, but I asked for it, right? When it was extremely hot, I wanted it to be cold. And it's just nice to be in a rural area, where you see other houses, other people, and it just shows, we're making real progress. Look at that vast array of those mountains back there. Yeah, we just conquered that.
We got through a nice, our first mountain range, and now we're going into another.
Mm-hmm. I heard, Brady, you went through a few shoes already, huh?
Oh yeah, I have a few.
I've got another pair, but I haven't worn them yet. They're doing good. You know me though. I've been whining and complaining the whole time. I'm like, Brady, my feet hurt. Slow down.
Treading through Pilar was one of the most dangerous sequences of the journey. Cars were constantly speeding past Nolan and I on an extremely narrow road with only 6 inches between us. It felt like we were making great progress, but there was still so much to conquer. After 3 entire days of having Nolan along with me, it was time for him to go.
Enjoy the fucking grind. Enjoy the wait, because one day you're gonna take it off. Then you're gonna sit down and take it easy, but that's not today.
Sir.
So enjoy it. It's a process.
Damn right.
Alright, see you, dog.
Take it easy, brother. Thank you, bro.
Hey, of course.
Yeah, so Nolan being out here, man, I mean, it's different than most other people because he's going above and beyond. He's there in the grind with me, right? And it's like I didn't feel alone the past few days. And I mean, on top of that, just our conversations, right? Our mindset, they're so similar. They're so growth oriented. So every time we talk, time would just fly by, and it would really push me, and it really has set my mindset for the rest of this trip in a great place. When Nolan left, I forgot how challenging it was to hike alone. I realized that the mental battles during an event like this were the biggest challenge. Today, we were moving out of Pilar and into Taos, which would be the biggest town I would be in on this journey. But my time in Taos was short, and it wasn't long before I was going through another big mountain range. Just got into the mountains.
No, stop. Got into the mountains?
Yep.
Good.
Through Taos.
Woohoo!
I'm gonna have to go though. Gotta finish these miles out.
Okay, then.
But I love you. Have a good night. I'll call you when I'm done at like 9:30.
All right, sounds good.
All right, love you, bye.
All right, love you, bye.
On day 11, we were back in a mountain range, which was a constant uphill push towards the highest point of elevation of this event. So we're about like 10 to 12 miles outside of Taos. We're about to hit the highest elevation part of the entire run. There's about 1 to 2 miles straight up in elevation, very steep. We've been doing a gradual incline up until now, so I feel like I'm ready. Yeah, when I get there, it's going to be a huge milestone. Although it was a constant uphill battle, my mindset at this point felt impenetrable. Please tell me this isn't it. I worked too hard to be disrespected like this. This is a fucking cakewalk. Please tell me there's more incline. Please tell me it's steeper. Come on. I guess this is it. Unless this is a false summit. Easy money. Highest elevation point conquered. After getting over the highest point of elevation of the event, I went through Angel Fire and Eagle's Nest, a couple of tourist towns in one of the most beautiful valleys of northern New Mexico. Soon, we would be back in another mountain range yet again, but it would be the last one of this journey. Just got through Angel Fire and Eagle's Nest, making this little push towards the valley. From here till Cimarron, we got a valley, but it should be flat ground most of the way, so I'm pumped to get there. Huge milestone for this run. Today, I would make my way out of the mountains for good. An end to the battle against elevation. It's amazing how fast the weather would change as I got closer to the desert. A small town named Cimarron welcomed me back into the desert plains. I was back to fighting against the heat, but it was a relief to be on flat ground. This was the final stretch. Only 120 miles left, and I would be walking this road for the majority of them. Only a couple hours in the desert, and I was already fighting sun poisoning again. It felt like I was back where I started.
All that, as far as the eye can see, conquered.
The vast landscapes on this part of the trip made for the most beautiful sunrises I've ever seen.
Fucking hell, man. Can't do it. Huge bruise and blister under my big toe. Blisters on both my pinky toes. Extremely calloused. Really gross, but just in a lot of pain, throbbing every step.
Though I was in a lot of pain, approaching the 100-mile mark until Texas kept me focused.
We broke 100, baby! Woo! 99 to go!
Much of the day, I was hiking along the side of a highway. I had to weave a lot, avoiding cars, which was frustrating. I got through the small town of Springer, which would be the second to last town of this event. And I wouldn't have to walk alone for much longer.
We're gonna be so excited. Yep. Okay, run. Ruby, come here. Okay. She's too happy.
You want to break your difficulty?
You already want to break your dad's leg? Oh my god, look how tan you are.
Yeah, you look.
Oh my.
I said
How
you look
tan
like
you are.
an old dog.
Oh, you flew up to see your dad?
Oh yeah, your hands are really good.
Oh gosh, we brought the aloe.
Did you forget sunscreen on your hands?
For like one day, I think.
Ooh.
It's your dad! She's too happy.
Adriana and Vicky were a huge help, providing me with food and supplements for the last few days. How was the drive?
Good. How's that gel?
Great. Thank you. Most of all, I was thankful to have their company after a couple days alone.
Woo, 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 woo. Act excited, guys. Woo!
We're almost at your endpoint, doggos.
Yep. They can't take the heat. Good job. Keep it up. Yep.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, you might be rolling something.
And that's in hard freaking weeds.
Yeah, he just is enjoying the wilderness.
No more.
And the most you ever ran in a week.
Adriana being there really lifted my spirits, as she was one of my biggest motivations throughout this event. Only 3 days left. Although I was close to the finish line, it felt like the days were going slower than ever. Luckily, Adriana and Vicky stayed to spend the following morning with me.
Getting hot. There's not a cloud in the sky. Honestly, having your gloves on would kind of be a good thing. Your hands wouldn't get so pricked.
I can't do that when it's that hot.
I don't know.
Alright, I'm changing here.
Not only was I close to finishing my event goal, I was close to achieving my donation goal for brain disease as well.
4 donations.
4 donations today. Let's see how many yesterday. 2 days ago we got
A lot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, getting a lot.
Yep. Getting a lot.
Are you on break?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I'm at 10.5 miles.
Okay, we just did 2 and we're exhausted.
Woo! Yeah.
Nice.
How are you guys? Where are you?
We're, oh God, I don't even know.
We're out here. We're
out here. We're out here in BFE.
I have like less than 70 miles left now. Today I have 19 and a half left.
Okay. Yeah. So easy at this point, since you know what to expect every day.
So easy.
It's never easy. Well, I know what I'm saying. Like,
It's just, yeah, it's just wake up, start walking, don't stop till I go to bed.
The puppies,
I love it. I love it, though.
help the motivation.
I gotta get going, I'm sorry. Huh? I know.
It does.
Yeah,
Well,
thank
we
you
love
so
you
much.
guys.
Thank you so much. Love you.
Adriana and Vicky provided me with endless support throughout this run, and them being alongside me for a few miles impelled me to finish strong.
All right, love you.
Thank you so much.
Woo! You'll be finished. 2 more days. Bye, Brady. You're in the home stretch, honey. You got this. All right, we love you. Yep.
Love you so much.
Go. Go. Love ya.
Love you. Take a look at the back. And all of their hair. Last full day. Have about 48 miles left. Half day tomorrow. Feeling good, feeling dangerous. To be honest, I don't want this to end, but got to get to that finish line. Let's go.
Later today, I would be joined by Brian again, along with my brother Jimmy.
So, pretty cool is, 3 days ago, I hit my fastest day, and then...
Was that the downhill?
Yeah, I mean, it's been flat, but then 2 days ago, I broke the fastest again, and yesterday was my fastest.
Nice.
So I keep breaking it, so, not bad. Thank you.
Yep.
At dusk, it hit me that this was the last sunset I would be experiencing in New Mexico. I knew I would miss the beautiful landscapes, but even more, I knew I would miss the grind. The last morning was emotional. To be honest, I didn't know how to feel because I was excited to accomplish my goal, but at the same time, I didn't want the amazing journey to end.
Yeah, last time I'll be waking up walking 14 hours straight with a 50-pound vest. Kind of bittersweet because I know how much I'm gonna miss it, despite, you know, the pain, the suffering that comes with it. It's been an amazing journey and beautiful day to have it come to an end.
Clayton was the last town I'd go through, less than 10 miles from the Texas border. By 11 a.m., I was 7 miles away from Texline. The last few miles were surreal. I'd been dreaming about what it would feel like to finish this event for months. But the emotion was far greater than I could imagine.
Crazy, man. Spent a lot of time in this van, you know. It's gonna come to the end. Just kidding. I love this thing, man. I mean, people said I would hate it. I still love it. I still love it. It's become part of me.
Putting the 50-pound vest on for the last time was kind of bittersweet. And then, there was only 2 miles of pavement left between me and the greatest achievement of my life.
We run to McDonald's real quick.
Past couple weeks, they felt like the longest weeks of my life, but at the same time went by in a blink of an eye. You know, so many times I wanted to quit, so much pain, but it also, you know, gave me the most joy, happiness, fulfillment I've ever had in my life. I would not trade it for absolutely anything in this world. I'm just so happy, so grateful for everyone that supported me. I couldn't do it without you. Just thinking about, you know, not wanting to let you guys down is what got me here.
Let me see this vest.
And then Jimmy, you got to try it on again. Yeah, right.
Now.
Right.
Right, you can fasten it.
This has been an amazing journey, amazing ride. This is Mrs. White's third grade class. Sad that it's come to an end, but happy about what I've experienced.